Welcome to the kitchen. Well, help it to hang on one sec. I'm pretty sure I got volume, but I want to make sure I'm live over here on my YouTube channel on my iPad. So we're going to close that out. Here we go. I'm good. So I got my iPad on so I can answer any questions. So hi guys, well welcome to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. So I'm in the kitchen. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and smash that subscribe button? Well, I'm home today. This afternoon. It's almost 5 o'clock, actually 4:15. I normally would be at the charity tonight, but I'm kind of down and under the weather today. I got kind of a bad cold. I did go to the urgent care today, and yeah, they want me to go to the emergency room and take an x-ray of my chest there and make sure there's nothing going on there, but I'm not going tonight. I'll go tomorrow morning. And yeah, just hoping the best, right? So it is what it is right now. So I'm just taking it easy tonight. Donna, I dropped her off to bingo, so tonight it's just me and the cat. So I got my tripod set up in the kitchen tonight, and I want to see if that'll work out better for you guys when I'm doing some filming. And I got my iPad going, like I said. We'll be able to answer any questions, and we'll do the whole complete process. And I might even show you my pussy cat that's roaming around and up against my legs over here, huh? Because he was getting nosies. He wants to get it away, but I got the kitchen house all to myself. Yeah, so yeah, the medical industry right now is pissing me off. I called the doctor up this morning and I told him what was going on with me, okay? And my doctor's been on indefinite leave right now because she's got what everybody else is having. And hey, Marie. So so I'm getting ready to go live in a few minutes. So anyways, I went to the urgent care this afternoon, and they want me to go down to the Leominster Hospital to have an x-ray in my chest. I'm not going to tomorrow morning. They just want to make sure I'm okay, because I've been getting some upper chest pains with my cough that I've been having. So I decided to stay home tonight. Now, if you're going to be in the area next Wednesday, I got a 2-hour breakup in, I know where you live. Donna's got cataract surgery behind the Burger King, so if you want to meet up with me, we can do that Wednesday morning at 10:30. So I got 2.5 hours of free time. And I have to, the medical industry is really pissing me off right now. So here's what the deal is right now. Yeah, I'm going to get that Cash App going too, by the way. So anyhow, they said you got to get a test for COVID because they don't want you to have COVID when you go down to these places, right? So I go, that's BS. So I said, okay, there's got to be a better way. So I told my wife, I said, you know what? I'm going to go down to urgent care and see what they say. And I called up urgent care and I asked them what they told me. She goes, no, you don't need a COVID test. Just come down here. So, and they're terrific over there at urgent care. So I go down to urgent care and she said, no, if you would have had COVID, it only lasts 5 days. And I goes, well, this has been going on for longer than 5 days. This has been going on since probably about the beginning part of November. And it's been off and on, but more on lately than off. And I've been struggling at nighttime to go to bed. And I've been all congested. It's all built up with fluid in my chest area, and I'm having a hard time breathing sometimes, and it's it's causing me a lot of issues. So I said, okay, Doc. I called Betty Ann this morning. I told Betty that I'm not coming to the bingo tonight. I really need a break from it, and I just don't want to do it right now. And so she said, okay, we'll find somebody else. No big deal. And so anyways, the doctor called up today for Donna. She's got to go on Wednesday morning at 10:30 for cataract surgery in that area behind the Burger King. And Dr. D'Ambrosi, and they're terrific people over there. And no problem. Okay, so she, of course, me, I screen on my call, so I didn't answer the first call right away. Then I called her back, and then she was busy, and then she just called me back. Of course, now I dropped Donna off, and I had to give her all Donna's information before they talked to me. And she told me what the lowdown was, right? Oh, then she calls me back about 20 minutes later. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Oh, by the way, there's a $250 co-payment just for one friggin' eye that you got to have it paid up before they even touch her, right? Merry Christmas, And then there's another $250 co-payment because she's got to go back 2 weeks later to have her other eye done. The whole industry in the medical industry right now is pissing me off big time. So that's where I am with that, and it's like, what the hell? And then everybody is in the same boat we're all in. We're all struggling to pay bills and keep up with everything. She's got A1 credit, by the way. She's got like an 850 credit score. Whatever the highest one, that's what she has. So, I'm going to tell her when I see her tonight, actually, when she comes home. So why don't we just apply for another credit card because we're gonna have to because I can't afford it, and I'm going back to work. So when I went down to see, I had my toenails cut today because every 3 months is the time I got to go do that. And by the way, when I go to my physical on January 2nd, if I have any signs of this, they will not operate on me. So I'm thankful that I got it now. Hopefully by then, I just probably think I need some antibiotics to get this out because a lot of people I've been talking to have the same exact thing that I have. And it lingers and it lingers and it lingers, and it hurts, and I take NyQuil at nighttime, and it sucks because I wake up in the morning and I'm all groggy and everything, and she says, you've been a totally bitch, I've been a bastard for the last month, and I go, yeah, I know, I'm not feeling good, I haven't been my usual self, I haven't really been feeling like filming. So today we're going to make so enough of all that, but thank you anyways for your sympathies and everything, and like I said, I'll make sure that I got the that on there, that Cash App thing. I still got, what I got to do now is just link up a card or something like that to it. I downloaded the app, and that's as far as I got with it. Because I never used that before, so I don't know, but I thought it was pretty cool, because then I'm looking at it, and it goes, oh wow, I can buy gold with this, and I can buy some cryptos and stuff like that. So I got the iPad going to answer any questions. So anyways, enough about said of all that. I'm going to put the camera on, and I get the tripod going. I hope this is going to work out better. Don't judge my background. So this particular recipe, I don't remember where I got the recipe from. I believe in the original. I made it the first time I made this recipe. I screwed up. I put 2 sticks of butter in. I was only supposed to put 1. And I think, but how come it's not? All I dream about food. Carol and Ketchum is where I got this recipe from. And when I made it, I said, "I'm thinking." It goes, what an effing retard! I'm mixing it all up, and it's supposed to have that really thick dough. When you make cookies, and it was like watery. It was like mush. And I goes, oh my gosh. And I goes, then I'm looking at my directions, and I goes, I wrote down 2 sticks of butter, and it was supposed to be 1. And that's when I realized what my mistake was. And then it's supposed to be melted butter. So we got melted butter already on the counter to save a little bit of time, and I needed to let it to cool down. That's why I figured I'd rant and rave a little bit. And then, okay, so let me go over the ingredients. Just first of all, you're going to need 2 cups of almond flour. And the cups of almond flour, you're going to, she specifically said this in a note. Make sure you weigh it up in grams, okay, to get it to come out to the exact texture that she did. And I happen to have my gram scale set. I got it set for ounces, but I'm going to switch it to grams because today I did another recipe. Today I got to film, but I just got to edit the video. I made a magic pizza crust with cheese and almond flour. It came out really good. And yeah, so it calls for 2 cups of almond flour or 200 grams. If you don't have got a scale, then it is what it is. 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Now wait, I'm going to show you the brown sugar that we're going to use. So this is, you can get this at the grocery store. I got this at Market Basket, but if you can't find it at Market Basket, you can order it on Amazon. This is the brown sugar that she recommended. This is Swerve brown sugar. And that's the macros on the back, if you're curious about the macros. It's very, very clean for keto. You're gonna need 3/4 of a cup of that and packed, okay? So 200 grams or 2 cups of almond flour, 3/4 of a cup of brown swerve, and another very important ingredient, not baking powder. There is a difference. One's lavender. You need a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, okay? 1 cup of melted butter, 1 large egg under room temperature. And the other trick I wanted to tell you guys, if you need an egg under room temperature and you haven't got the time for it, we can run it under some warm water for a little bit, and that'll be fine. And then we're going to need a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And for our chocolate chip cookies, for our chocolate chips rather. Oh, my throat's killing me, guys. I'm going to be using these from Lily's. Okay, this is sugar-free, and these are really good. The only problem with these is I can sit down there and eat these all in one stinking sitting because they're that freaking good. These are your macros on the back. I always like to show the macros, okay? Now, the amount of, Amelia. So the amount of chocolate chip cookies you put in here, it all depends on what you want to put in, really. But I don't know if I wrote down an exact ingredient amount. Chocolate chips. Oh, she said a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, sugar-free chocolate chips. So we're gonna eyeball these, and I got a small little measuring cup, and I I know what age you put in. Well, I could use a measuring cup. Actually got a half a measuring cup right over here. We use that half a measuring cup. And then what I do is, once I get everything all mixed, what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna use a small ice cream scooper, you know, like when they watermelon scooper, like you're doing like a fruit salad. We're gonna use one of those. And we're gonna be putting them on this sheeting pan, and we're gonna be using a silicone mat today, okay? So the reason for the silicone mat is because it makes it easier and it works out really good. I like using the silicone mat. I got that on Amazon, by the way, where I get most of my stuff that I don't send back. I'm about maybe, my order ratio with Amazon right now is about 90%. I'd say about 90% of the junk I buy is junk and I send it back. And it crack my wife up every time I get it. And so, yeah, it just cracked me up. Yeah, I was happy today too. I got my Social Security check today. And then Donna got a letter from Social Security. Well, you're going to get a 3.5% raise. And I looked at the amount she's going to be getting. She's going to get a $39 raise for next coming year. And I said, yeah, big deal. You get a $39 raise. Guess what? The rent's going to go up $60, maybe $100 with mine. So we're not getting anything, guys. And you know what the cost of living right now bites. Everything's so damn expensive. Nobody can afford to live. You know, so it's like with the co-payments are killing us. I had a doctor's appointment today, and and then I went to the urgent care today. That's $40, $80 today just in co-payments, and then another $250. I mean, that's over 1/3 of our check already. So how can you guys live like that? You know, and I was talking about that to the doctor today about that. And he was telling me that he just co-signed a loan for his son to get a car because he's going to college, okay? And because he hasn't got any credit established, which is fine, but if you want to help the kid out, whatever. But I mean, if you want to buy a house today, you got to be making up to $150,000 to $200,000 a year to be able to put a house payment. I can't afford that. I mean, we're paying $1,100 something a month right now. My rent's going to go up to $1,400 next year. You know what? And I want to move out of here, but the problem is the rents are just expensive, if not more. And that's even if you can find a place. Maybe I'll move out to your neck of the woods there. You know, who knows what I'm talking about? I know it's cheaper up there, but it's cold up there in the wintertime. You know. But yeah, so that's what we got going on. So without further ado, why don't we flip the camera around and I'll be talking over the video. If you need to ask me any questions, again, welcome all the ones who are coming in. I do got the iPad going so I can check the chat type. Who else is on board? Hi LB and everybody. And really enjoy those game nights. Here's what the hell deal with the game night. I can set it up. I know how to set up the game and everything, but when I go, it won't let me type in any words on my keyboard. And so that's where I am with it. And then other people have the same issue. Maybe it's just a keyboard problem and it's got to be on a laptop. I don't know. But that's where I am with it. And it won't let me type in any words where you can see them coming across the screen, you know. So I don't know. There's got to be something screwy in settings on my computer where I need to get it adjusted. I'll eventually figure it out because I like to do 2 opposite nights to when you do it, Marie. Like I was thinking like a Saturday night maybe or a Monday night would be good. But anyways, enough said of all that. Let's flip the camera around and my cat's around. He's there on the floor somewhere. He's been real good today. Oh, she did say, Ron, did you know something? You know something weird about the cat? He goes, why? What? Oh, he pissed me off big time yesterday. The little shit got in my room, and I'm over there with my headphones on, yada yada yada. I'm really into right now. I've been watching a lot of Donnie and Marie Osmond stuff and the Osmond family over the years. What a terrific group of people! If you never saw that group before in your life, go check YouTube videos out from Dave Osmond's videos. I mean, how blessed am I and my wife at our age to be able to watch that live on TV and to be able to watch like the Andy Griffith Show that's going a little further back, and the Beverly Hillbillies, the Dean Martin, the Jerry Lewis telethons, and all that stuff that we've been able to watch in our lifetime that kids today are never going to know what we watched. You know, I grew up with the Beatles when they came into America. I got to see all that. I got to see live on the Ed Sullivan Show, the old black and white. You know, I mean, and now kids today don't even know what the heck you're talking about. You know, so I'm very, very blessed. But anyways, I'm going to put the camera around, and again, don't judge the mess, don't judge. Yeah, you don't judge. Don't forget, by the way, give me a thumbs up, huh? That really helps. Okay, let's flip the camera around. And hopefully this will work out better. And again, don't judge your mess. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be filming the concert Sunday, and it's going to be my final concert, by the way. Okay, that flips it. One more flip. There we go. So we're not going to be moving in like we did before. So we're just going to keep it this way. And again, I'll be answering any questions that you want to answer me. So don't be afraid to ask. Okay, so let's move all that shebang to the right. And so, yeah, my throat is killing me, guys. I'm having a hard time talking. So what we're going to do is we're going to weigh up the almond flour, and we're going to weigh it up in grams. So we turn on the scale. This is the scale that I'm using before my food scale. This is called a NutriTrack Mini. Paid $40 on that on Amazon. It's an American-made product. So now I got to weigh it up in grams. So I'm going to just right here we set it to now set for G in grams. G for good. Okay. Enough said of that. So they'll we got a nice clean bowl. Now, the other thing I'm working on for Christmas, I mentioned to Donna, I said, can you get me some nice clear bowl set for Christmas? Because it works better when you're doing film video. So we tear that to 0. And there we go. Now we take 2 cups of almond flour, or again, to be very, very precise, 200 grams. And the kind of almond flour that I'm using is the very Blanche almond flour from my friends at the Great Value brand at Walmart. They're a terrific brand. I love that brand. I love working with it. I'm going to get my measuring cup out. I used it today when I made that pizza today. That pizza was the best pizza I ever made, by the way. So right now, I got my iPad going over here so I can watch the chat type. Put it on top of this. So you can see what's going on. So if you got any questions for me while I'm doing this, feel free to ask. It's nice to have a break from the charity, you know. So the man's we had a dinosaur that was had a Santa Claus set up in front of it at Allen's department store in our city of Leominster, and it was missing for many, many years, and it's coming back at the downtown area tonight. But I'm not going down today. I don't feel like it today. I just want to do this and just take it easy. So right now I'm at 180 grams right now. Almost, there we go. There, spot on there. Am I good or am I good? Okay. So now we can put that away. And then, by the way, at this point, you should have your oven preheated. So I got the oven turned on. And let me see my notes. 325. Okay. So now that we have that weighed up, you don't need the food scale anymore. So shut that off. And this goes right in the drawer. And it came with 3 batteries. They take AAA batteries, by the way. And I'm just watching the angle to make sure that this is the first time filming with the high tripod. It's kind of nice, and we don't have to keep bouncing back and forth. And they got the central air conditioner shut off, so we don't have to listen to that blaring noise. So now we're going to put dry ingredients. The dry ingredients call for, let's see, half a teaspoon. This is a half a teaspoon of baking soda. Let's see if it shows up in there. Baking soda, here we go. Half. Well, let me ask all you ladies out there, did your husband cook for you? Now, yesterday, I made a nice chicken stew, rather. What we call it a frico if you're in the area. And it was, I made it with dumplings. And it came out, Donna said it was the best I've ever made. My mom made it, used to make it exactly that way, but I had somebody brought back some, they call it surdiat, which is really the French version of it for summer savory. And 3 tablespoons of that. And I got the video, but I haven't edited it out yet. So 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, okay? And that's all your dry ingredients that you're gonna need, by the way. And we're going to put the measuring cup in the sink because we don't need that no more. And then what I always do, guys, you always want to get in a good habit. I use a spatula or a whisk just to break up any lumps that might be in that, okay? This is a real easy recipe, guys. I never went to home ec school. I dropped out of school when I was 15 and a half. When I was at 16, Mom asked me if I wanted to go back to school, and I was working at the time, and I said no. You know, I was always big and heavy back then, and kids used to always pick on me and stuff, and you know, it is what it is, you know. It just, although the guys and gals over there at the urgent care, they were really fantastic. I was talking to one of the Spanish ladies up there. She was really a sweetheart. She was telling me she has two kids, a 19-year-old son and a 9-year-old son living at home, and kids going to college. He's in his third year of college already, and I said, "Oh my God!" Because he's taking business, and so he'll be graduating next year, and yeah, so they're really happy and excited. Okay, so now we can get our wet ingredients in and start mixing. Again, you got a half a cup, a stick of butter, not a half a cup, a stick of butter. Okay, that just goes right in. Just see, I'll do it this way so you can see it on the angle, right over the top. And it's cooled down. Make sure your butter is cool because you don't want your egg to cook. Okay, that can go right in there. Now, I'm not talented enough to crack an egg with one hand, so we're going to use two. I'm going to put it on the cloth so I don't get egg all over the place. And I like to do it this way. I have to two hands. One egg just goes right in. Then, then we need the vanilla extract. Vanilla extract. Half of a teaspoon. It's a half. We use the same teaspoon. Oops. Well, okay. It'll be a bit. This will be a little more than a half because I messed up. See how quick that comes out of there. That's why you usually like to have it all in first. Now we're going to mix that all together. And again, at this point, you should have your oven preheated to 325. Now, when you make these, the hardest part that you're going to have is waiting for them to cool down so you can have them. Now, these were the best ones that I ever made when I made it the second time around. So as you can see, it doesn't take hardly any time at all. We're going to mix that egg in a little bit more. Seeing a little bit of yellow in there. Just kind of want to incorporate everything really well. Okay, so that's about what you're looking for a batter. Okay, batter. Now we're going to take 3/4 of a cup of, oh wait, no, forgot the brown sugar, see, I'm forgetting something, yeah, it's okay, we're going to add the brown sugar now, 3/4 of a cup, no big deal, so, alright, I'm going to just eyeball it, actually I'll use the red cap one there, it's about 3/4 of a cup. So I was watching Jennifer from Low Carb Recipes with Jennifer. She was making not chocolate chip cookies, but whatever she was making, she got everything all mixed up. And she was making fudge, and that really cracked me up because the fudge recipe that she was making, she said, "Nope, I forgot to put the vanilla extract." She says, and she just went with the video the way it was, and she said, "Well, oh well." So you see, it happens to the best of them. And I always try to clean my mess up as I go along because, you know, if I'm making something that's not fit to my wife, for me to make the mess and something that she's not going to eat. You know, she will eat certain foods of mine, but she doesn't eat them all. So that's about 3/4 of a cup. Okay, that just goes right in. And we'll mix that right in with that. That should be fine. I suppose if you got one of those, they call that their standalone mixers, you could probably, use that to mix everything up. But the reason why I don't have any, because I haven't got the room to put it in. If I had the room, it'd be a different story. But I got a little shopping list together for Donna to get me for Christmas, and one of them's I want to get some clear glass bowls and a nice butcher block set with a pair of kitchen scissors with a sharpener, so that I can have a better set there when I'm doing these videos. For the longest time at the very beginning of my weight loss journey, I didn't feel like doing any of this stuff there, because I didn't know, well, who the hell would care what one eats in a day? And then I realized, well, there's a lot of people want to know, well, how did you lose all your weight at the beginning of your weight loss? And so now we're going to put the chocolate chips in. These are the ones I was showing you earlier. We're going to fold in the chocolate chips. And then we're going to use this measuring cup. Let's see if anybody has me. Ooh, that's nice. Just looking at the types. Types, let's see what everybody says. A couple of them went on the floor to crack me up. Okay. You're gonna put them in like that. You're gonna fold that in. Very simple recipe. Very, very simple recipe, and I don't need this measuring spoon anymore. I just stepped on one of my chocolate chips that I left on the floor. Pick it up so the cat don't get it. Cat's on his high rise. We call it the high rise. He's got a high rise apartment. He's over there watching me. Because the cats in, like dogs, they're so damn stinking nosy, they're afraid they're going to miss something. So you just take your spatula and you just kind of mix it in. Don't try not to over mix it. Get a really nice thick batter. We should probably get about maybe 12 or 13 of these. It all depends on how big you make them. And make sure you spread them out, because they will run into each other when you take them out. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, that's ready. We're ready. We're ready to make our cookies. Now I'm going to rinse off my hands. I do have gloves, by the way. I bought some nice gloves there. I love the black gloves that I bought. They work out good there when I'm making stuff like chicken. You don't have to worry about contaminating food. Yeah, just want to make sure you can see what I'm doing over here. Okay. Oh, this is the ice cream scooper that I was talking to you about. I have small little one. Just fill it up, and you're gonna just follow me along. Yeah, so when these are all cooled down, I'm just going to take it easy tonight. I'm just going to lie down. I'll probably take a nap before my wife comes in, and hopefully she'll win tonight so she can help us out with the payment, with the damn doctor payments for the co-payments. Because it's really ridiculous, honest to God. So here's my question of the day. Who does all the cooking in your family? Does your husband do any of the cooking? I'm going to make that one a little bit bigger. Or do you do all the cooking as a spouse? Donna and I usually split it up. And we're going to roll those nice and smooth afterwards. Suppose I should share that over to my Facebook group, huh? Share the Facebook. Okay, I'm going to cancel that then. I don't want to lose my feed. Make sure that's still live. Okay. Was that a little small? I'm going to add a little bit more to them. Okay, that should be maybe that one. We got two more. You can just add a little bit more to use up the rest of the batter. A little more there. Okay. All right. I can go over there in the sink. Good. So what I'm going to do now is just going to take just roll it up a little bit with my hands like that. Make it nice and smooth. You don't have to do this, but then we're going to press it down a little bit. They're pretty close to all the same size. And again, make sure you spread them out as far as you can. Not sure the macros on these. I think she said they come in at about 2 or 3 carbs each. So all I'm doing is just rolling these into a ball, trying to get them all the same distance apart from each other, because I know they're gonna, when they start spreading out, when they cook there, they're gonna all run into each other. And it happened to me the last time. Okay, now all you do is now is just take the palm of your hand, press them down a little bit. Okay, now now we're going to take a few more chips, and they're going to just take a couple, put a top on each one, just like what I'm doing. And the amount you put on is your judgment. She said that you could make this batter up ahead of time. And you can even put it in the refrigerator, and it does freeze. It'll probably keep in the refrigerator for a couple of weeks. Again, the amount of chocolate chips is your imagination. So how am I doing so far, guys? Never thought I liked doing live videos, but it's kind of fun. If you mess up, you mess up. It is what it is. I almost forgot to put the brown sugar in, though. You know, everybody said, I thought you said you would have taken brown sugar. I don't know, I think I might have put 1 or 2 in there, but if I didn't. What a little smiley face. Then I'm going to rinse my hands and get that going into the oven. These are going to be really, really good. And then when you take them out of the oven, we're going to put it on, they're going to put these on a cooling rack and let them cool down before we have them. Because they're going to take a good 10 minutes to cool down. Got a couple more. Maybe I'll put a couple more in here. That should be good. Spread these two out a little bit. Okay. Let me go rinse my hands off. Okay, just clean up some of my water mess all over the place. So right now I'm going to slide the tripod back. I got the light on, put the light on in the oven so you can see what's going on here. Okay, okay, got to push that back, push that down. There we go. A little bit better doing it this way instead of bouncing back and forth like I was doing, I think. So the oven there, Donna and I just busted our behinds there, cleaning that last week there, and she sprayed it overnight, and I scrubbed the heck out of it. So these go into the 325-degree oven. Kill the light. Now we'll see what the time is. Okay. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, 15 minutes. Okay, 15 to 18 minutes. So right now it's almost 4:45 and it'll be ready at 5 o'clock. Okay. So let me flip the camera up and flip it around. Here we go. Okay, so I'm back. So we could just talk a little bit if you guys want while those are getting ready to be cooking. Hang on. I got my iPad going over here. So I just want to see who might have joined the chat. Oh, gosh, good gravy. So, let's see. Got my iPad going here, just trying to see if we can. Okay, let's go back to YouTube, FTube, we call it. And Marie, and loving the recipe. I'm here, just got off to my, picking up my, I'm listening. Amelia's on here. Okay, Amelia. Okay, let's see if I can share this over to Facebook. I don't know if it will let me. Open. I want you to open Facebook. Okay, so I guess you got to open Facebook. Ronald, yes. Now it's asking me for my password. Oh, I hate you. I hate this iPad. It's all right, but let me hang on a minute. Let me just go in the back room over there. Now I don't want to show it live right now because. I would be showing Betty in and I'm okay to do this. You should say, well, if you're okay to do this and you're okay to do bingo tonight. But no, I really needed a break from it anyways. So, yeah, so I, went to the studio today to try to see if I can get another camera for tomorrow, for the weekend. I didn't schedule out one, but they didn't have any available for me to use. So I said, all right, I'll just use what I used last weekend. But, Sunday, the Leominster Colonial Band is going to be my final concert for the city. I'm not doing any more stuff for the city. And January, I'm going out having my hip surgery if all goes well with my physical. And once I get rehab, then I want to go back to work because I just can't afford it. It's just too much on Donna and I. Everything's so expensive. But with these co-payments, I can't keep up with these co-payments. They're killing us. And of course, we got the cat. And that's, there's an extra mouthful that we got to feed, and I got an appointment with him Tuesday. I made an appointment with the doctor today for Tuesday to go see him for a checkup for him, and he's okay. But Donna, she says, "Why, we got him fixed in it?" But he goes, "Yeah, why? Why? What's the matter?" He says, "For the last couple of days, he's been really low down to the ground, like he's in heat or something like that." And I said, "Well, how can that be? I had him fixed. I had him neutered or spaded, whatever you do for a milk cat." And, and I can remember when Angel was in heat before I had her fixed, and the odor that she put off was it was the grossest odor I ever smelled in my life, next to that nationality that cooks up the high hog heaven food in the apartment complex. And but once I got her taken care of, she was fine, but yeah, and so you can imagine what a dog or a female cat goes through, or when they, when it's that time for them to want to get humped. Put that politely, humped. How's that? And so yeah. So did you guys ever go on findingmoney.com? I went on there a while back ago, and I had a check coming to me for like $700. And I forgot all about it. And then I typed in my wife's name, and she had a $250 Visa credit card on there that was a prepaid from a Verizon account that she received apparently, but she never used it. So when I typed in all the information they were looking for, about 2 weeks later, we each got a check. So, just for the hell of it, just go into, if you live in Massachusetts, just type in findingmassmoney.com. they're going to ask you for your name, your phone, not your phone number, but they will eventually if you have money coming to you. And it's like my mayor, I told him a couple of times already, I says, the guy's a multi-millionaire. He owns about maybe 20 or 30 properties in the city of Leominster. And I saw his name up on there for about maybe 2 dozen accounts. He says, that could come into quite a bit of money, I says, I don't get it. I says, why wouldn't you want to at least see what it is? It could be $5. It could be as much as a couple of thousand or more. Finding that money or finding money in your local state where you guys live in, they want to give it to you. They don't want to keep hanging on to this money because that money eventually goes into the treasury after so many years, and then you wind up losing it. Like I said, you snooze, you lose. So I told my sister, she says, oh yeah, I saw two of her names up there, and she said, well, one time I went to go try it, it was only $5, and I said, well, why wouldn't you want to give them the information for $5? It's only costing you 2 minutes of your time, and it's a free website. And why would you want to leave that to the state? So what? $5. I mean, the only thing that cracks me up too is the same thing. How many people got checks in the mail for a rebate for 5 cents or a penny? That always cracks me up. I got a penny, but okay. Well, here's what the deal is: if 10 million people didn't cash their check for a penny, that gives that company $1 million worth of cash or whatever the math winds up turning out to be. So I was just trying to explain that to my sister, and it feels good tonight to have the night off, by the way, because last week, oh my gosh, I was practically by myself because one guy that helped me, he went home early, and the normal person that would help me, she was out, and we had a short-handed crew last Friday, and I was running out straight with my head cut off, and I'm thinking what time it is right now. It's 5 minutes to 5 almost, and I'd be getting ready to go on the main floor with the charity tickets. I just needed a night off. My throat is killing me when I'm reading and talking to you guys. It hurts all in my chest area. I think I had a really bad sinus infection for quite a while. And so I mentioned that to Donna. She says, yeah, I think that's what you had. And then it blew up into a cold and got kind of better. And then when I did the stroll event Saturday, I was outside for 4 hours. Even though it was mild in the 50s and 40s, and once the sun went down, it got down to about 30, 35. When you're out in the cold all day, and you're dealing with a lot of people that have the same thing that you have, if not worse. You don't know, right? And I think I caught something from there because I had like a relapse. So. Oh, and then tomorrow, if you live locally in the area, it's free. It's at the Leominster Public Library. I believe it starts around 1 and 2 o'clock. You can go on the website and check out the time. They got some Acadian music playing. The girl from the Canada, she's going to be playing some Quebec music. And, I'd like to go to that, but the problem is that function hall room is small, and you're going to have a lot of people in there, and I'm not dealing with people right now with this thing going on. And besides that, tomorrow morning, I'm going to be going up to the Leominster Hospital, and I have already got the work order in my, I think I might have left it in the car, but in other words, she just wants me to go have an x-ray in my chest, and they're going to do another EKG with me and make sure I'm okay. I want to see how I'm going to feel in the morning, and if I still feel like this in the morning, I might go down there anyways. But the thing of it is, if I would have went down there this afternoon at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they would have kept me there tonight, and there ain't no way in heck I'm staying there tonight all night. So that's why I didn't bother going down. I'm just going to go check my chat over here, see if anybody's talking to me. Boy, you have Medicare Part A and Part B, yeah, but then I have Blue Cross and Blue Shield. We got the best insurance money we're buying. They don't cover any of that crap. They only cover what they cover up to a certain percent. I got a bill last year. I forgot what it was. It's funny, but okay, it was my hip though. I have to go back to look at my old paperwork. But Donna had, it was a lot, but Donna was in Leominster Hospital for 4 days when that flood happened, and I got a bill from the insurance company. It was they sent me like an overview of what the bill cost and the breakdown of all the stuff that they did to her and everything for the 4 days. Came up to $38,000, and I'm responsible for like $800 for that. They could go F themselves. I don't have that right now, I just added to the kitty along with the rest of them. That's why I want to go back to work next year, and I want to stop paying that stuff. Because I'm pricing out cameras today, and I've been eyeballing some cameras and stuff that I want to get for videoing. And the one that I want to get is $3,500 just for the camera, and maybe you might get one battery if I'm lucky. But it's a camera that lets you do lower thirds live. It lets you go live, and yeah, and it's 4K video quality, but the batteries alone cost $200 a piece. So I'll get probably one battery with it. I won't even get me. I'll be lucky if I get a camera bag with it. And then of course I need accessories, and when I need at least to get 1 or 2 more beds, I'll probably wind up with 3 batteries when I'm sending down. I need something what's called a shotgun, or they call it a rat. And what that is the connection device that connects it to your camera, and it cuts out the background noise. So if you're out on location and it's kind of windy, it'll take away some of that noise. And then, yeah, and I want to get that camera, and then I'll be good to go. Because my goal is, I don't know if I really need any schooling at my age, but what I want to do, what I want to do, guys, is I want to open up a nonprofit organization and offer video photography and video for, like, say if a couple gets married at the city hall and they can't afford a wedding, they could come up and see me, and I'll film the wedding for them. And I'll put something together as nonprofit, and if they want to pay me, fine. If they don't want to pay me, fine. Now, I was reading about nonprofit. You can take a little bit of a salary with nonprofit. So, and there's a lot of benefits that's involved in it, but you need a tax ID number, and there's a process involved in setting it all up. Of course, then I need a place to operate it, which I got a place in mind that when it costs me anything for rent, and I'd have a whole room to myself, and I'd probably see if I could bring on a couple of people to help me. You know, we'd have to get a nice computer and a couple of cameras and some, we can use our phone cameras and everything for all that. So that's what my goal is for next year, but we'll see what happens. So what time is it now? Besides howdy doody time, it's about 5 minutes, 3 minutes to 5. So we're gonna just take a sneak peek and see how they're coming along. Oh yeah. I would say they look pretty much done to me. So let's move that out of my way. Okay, and I'm gonna put that over there by the sink area. And because I don't want to burn the cookies. Now you got to be careful with almond flour cookies, because they will burn if you're not, because the almond flour does burn if you leave it in too long. Learn that the hard way too, like everything else. Okay. So we go over here to the drawer, get my pot holder out. You know what I gotta get, guys? I gotta get an apron. I need an apron. Who wants to buy me an apron for Christmas? Well, that's Keto Cafe. Design one for me that says Ron Keto's Cafe. Oh, by the way, I was checking on a company called Fiverr, FVBRR, and they do websites, and I could get somebody to finish up my website for under a couple $100. So that's the way I'm going to be going. Okay, hopefully they didn't burn. They look good. Yeah, what I do is I'll put that on the counter. They're a little bit dark because I think it's because of the brown sugar, but that's okay. They're not as, maybe I did leave them in, but they should still be fine. I think the last time I made these, they only took about 8 minutes. But we're gonna flip the camera angle down. Sorry about the noise. That's me whacking the stove with the tripod. Bring that down. Bring that down. One more time. Okay. Oh, no. Come on. There we go. Okay. Well, at least they didn't run into each other. I slide that back. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Put that back. Let me go get my iPad so I can, like I said, I like to see what you guys are asking me any questions. So this is my kitchen. I haven't got that much room to work with, but it is what it is, right? Okay, so let's see if it's really, they're really, really soft. So I'm gonna have to wait for them to cool down. So again, this is gonna be the hardest part, to wait for them to cool. So what I try to do is pick that up with this. Hopefully they really, really careful. Really careful. Yeah, see that? Actually, I think I know what I'm doing, huh? Put that over there. Put that in my air fryer. So I'll be cleaning all. I'm gonna have this mess all cleaned up before Donnie comes home. And I don't, like I said, when you're cooking, when you're a spouse cooking, I don't like to leave her a mess, especially a mess that she didn't make. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. So what'll happen now? They feel like a little soft because they just obviously came out of the oven. And the reason why I love using a silicone mat, because you see how easy they slide on there. So let's see if we can pull one off with the spatula so I don't burn myself because they're really, really hot. Again, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment on my video. I left them in there. Well, probably could have taken them out a couple minutes earlier because they're starting to get a little dark on the bottom, but they're really good. Let's see. Check that out, guys. Okay, just clean that mess up after. These are really good. So what I'm going to do now is, according to the recipe said to let them go 15 minutes, but the ones I did earlier, 8 minutes. So on the cooking time, remember all ovens vary because of various temperatures in the oven and how your oven on the your watts. So next time I make these, I'll cut it down from. These only take about 8 minutes in the oven. But look at that, huh? What do you think? Not as good as the Chip Ahoy cookies, but they'll do. Yeah. These are really, really good. So what I'll do with these guys is, and again, the reason why they're dark like that and the outside is because of the brown sugar. But that's our recipe for today. Oh, by the way, yeah, so I got like 1,425 subscribers now. 1142. Yeah, 1142. And then on my watch time hours, I'm almost at 2,000 watch hours. So we're getting there. It's a little bit short. But anyways, I hope you guys like the video that I shot. Let me know if you want to see more of these videos like this. Also, let me know if you want me to make you anything. Let me know what you want me to make. And if it's within my weight loss plan, I'll try to make it within my plan. Let me flip my camera around to talk to you a little bit. Okay, there we go. So it's just a little bit better now to the other way that I was doing it before because I didn't go about it. I thought it was really very distracting. Keep bouncing back and forth into the room. But you can see my point I was making it with the medical industry. The medical industry is a bunch of BS right now. I can't tell you what I know about certain things that are going to happen in the future. When I sound like I'm Jack Nicholson on One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but just bear with it right now because we're in the brunt of the storm right now, so to speak, and we're not even in the center of the hurricane right now. So when the shit all hits the fan, you'll know what I'm talking about, But it's going to get worse before it gets better. It always does. But anyways, so thankful to do this recipe for you. And Maria, you doing any? Yeah, because you said you were doing lives almost every night this week. So I'll catch you next live. I think yesterday you did a live. I went in and I checked it out and I was watching a little bit of it. I was lying down yesterday. I felt like crap yesterday. I can tell by the way my nose is sounding and everything. I'm still all congested and I got to be careful now that taking that NyQuil every night really sucks. I mean, I get up in the morning and I'm so draggy and druggy and I feel like, oh my gosh. But anyways, let me know about Wednesday, Wednesday morning. I'll be in the area. If you want, send me a text message. I'll send you my phone number and we can catch up at that local Burger King over there and just say hi. Maybe we can go on live together, buy you a nice lunch at Burger King and pay the way forward a little bit. You can buy your husband something too over there. And anyways, that's about it, I guess. But anyways, you guys have an amazing night. Thank you for coming along and watching the video live. It really used to help support. It supports me and supports the channel. And again, don't forget to watch for Anne Marie's next video. She's a really terrific YouTube lady. And thank you everybody for following me along tonight. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Now to clean up this mess.